I'm Dr. Josh Brown, and I'm the Director of Choral Activities and Chair of Music Education and Assistant Professor of Music.
My name is Dr. Natilan Crutcher. I'm a visiting assistant professor of music here at Ouachita. I teach voice lessons, direct the women's choir, and also direct the gospel choir. My voice type is a soprano.
My name is Dr. Claybrook. I am a visiting assistant professor of music here at Ouachita. I teach both applied voice and co-direct the opera, and we'll be teaching vocal literature in the spring.
Dr. Candice Aipperspach. My students call me Dr. A. I'm associate professor of music here at OBU. I'm a higher voiced mezzo soprano, and I'll be teaching voice lessons, and I teach diction, and I help with the opera. I'm music directing that.
Hi everybody, my name is Jed Kim. I am a tenor and visiting assistant professor starting this fall. I will be teaching voice lessons and a vocal pedagogy class.
Hi, I'm Dr. Maggie Garrett. I am a professor of voice and I am the voice area coordinator. I teach applied voice as well as the OBU Connections course, Becoming the Beatles, and I am a soprano.
So I hang out with my family. I have two little girls and my wife, and then I also like to watch TV, streaming TV, and my favorite show is The West Wing.
So I like to binge watch Netflix like everyone else. I love watching videos on YouTube, and I love playing video games. Been playing video games since I was little, so can't let it go.
There's no such thing as perfection. You're always just trying to do things just a little bit better. And there's no such thing as failure when you're just trying, when you learn from your mistakes.
I learned a lot about phrasing and musicianship and just what it is to become a strong, independent musician. And then that has served me really well.
We all learn at our own pace. And because we're all different and we all have our different backgrounds and experiences and how we sing and how we learned how to sing. And so we're all going to progress in our development and in our voice in our own way, and that's okay.
I'm a big fan of 1930s jazz and the crooners. I really dig a scratchy record. And I also like 60s pop music, and I'm a big fan of Elvis.
I have to say, if I'm in a car for a long time, it's probably gonna be a lot of 80s and 90s pop. And I do have a slight love of hair bands in the 80s. Of course, I'm not supposed to say that.
When I get a chance to do some karaoke, it's I Will Survive all the way.
Teaching motivates me to have opportunities to keep rethinking, reevaluating, learning, and growing knowledgeably and intellectually.
For me, what really motivates me are my relationships with my students and their walk with God, and how that ingeniously comes into voice lessons.
Process. I like to have everything ready. I want to be perfect the first time I try something, but that's not how life works. It's okay for you to take your time to learn something. It's okay for you to stumble and trip before you can run.
Children in animal costumes appeared on the stage when I started singing my aria and looking for Pamina, who is Tamino's lover. And the children, danced around me when I played flute in the middle of singing. Then, as soon as my aria finished, all children in animal costumes were supposed to go off stage. However, the youngest girl, probably about 4 years old back then, remained alone, kept dancing, and suddenly stared at me until my song was over. She seemed like, "Oh, Jed, where are the other guys? And what can I do?" So as soon as I finished my aria, I gestured to her, opening my arms. "Shall we go out now?" Then the girl smiled and nodded and came in my arms.